Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly forex forecast. Before getting started with this week's video, I would like to share with you a disclaimer. Yes, some of you testify to how accurate our predictions are, but on this channel we only provide forecast. We only interpret the next move to you based on what the market is saying at the current moment. We don't provide any entries. However, becoming part of our inner circle, you'll get access to some of our best kept secrets in the forex market. You learn wave analysis and its entries, and then you also have access to the smart money concept. Now the smart money concept, like I've shared with you, the smart money concept will help you, some of you day traders. If you need to go to the lower time frames and understand how the market moves, you'll be able to understand exactly how the market moves and trade it accordingly. One thing to keep in mind, these are powerful strategies and you only pay for wave analysis. Our newly created content on smart money, you get to access it for free, and this will not last for long. Soon you have to pay for wave analysis, then you have to pay for smart money. So take advantage of the moment while it still lasts. Now let's get on to the weekly forex forecast. This is NZD CHF. Now for NZD CHF, we focus on this movement up from here. We say that we're expecting an up move, and then we say that after this up move, we'll be expecting a drop here to break previous low. Now you can see that this is exactly what we have. This is what we focused at, and this is exactly what we got. We got an up and then we got a drop, and then from here price started moving up like this, breaking previous low. Now based on this current structure, expect price to start moving like this. Expect price to start moving like this up to around this area, This is NZD JPY. Now for NZD JPY, we're expecting price to move like this up to around this area here. We're expecting price to move like this up to around this area here. So from here, expect price to move up to around this area. Right here, price can move, give a down move, give a slight corrective structure like this down up to around this area, or price can just give a bigger corrective structure here up to around this area. But you should expect price to start moving down from here, either impulsively or correctively. Expect price to start moving down here up to around this area. That is what we can expect on NZD JPY. This is Euro GBP. Now for Euro GBP, we got this big impulse move like this, and from here we are getting price moving like this. We're getting price moving like this. So what you can expect here, you can either expect next up move here, then a drop, and then this drop is expected to break this previous low and this previous low, and then after price moves to this area, you can start expecting an up move, a next movement up. Now keep in mind, price can move like this. Price can move right from here down, up, and then this up move, slightly breaking previous high, then drop, breaking previous low, then from here we can have up move like this, price continuing up, breaking previous high all the way up to this area. So you can have price moving up to this area. So that is what you can expect. And also this down move here, keep in mind that it can end up to here, or it can go all the way down up to this area. You can go all the way up to this area, and then that's when we can get this up move. But this is the template. This is the template of the movement: down, up, down, then up, like that. That's what we can expect on Euro GBP. This is GBP USD. Now for GBP USD, right from this area, we can start experiencing a movement like this up to around this area. From this area here, this is when we can confirm if this will either continue all the way down to this area based on how structure is unfolding, or if this would just be a movement like this, then there's a move up here. So we can wait for this drop here to confirm this or this. So right now, this next week, we can be on the lookout to get something like this, here, or from here to get impulsively down, then get a corrective structure, then down, then a corrective structure, then down, up to around this area. So this is what you should look out for this next week on GBP USD. Now for Euro CAD, this is what we're expecting this next week. We're expecting price to move up like this, slightly breaking this previous low. That is what we're expecting. This up move can happen after getting a simple corrective structure here, then a drop. From this area, it's still possible to give up move here, or it is also possible to give up move here, but we're expecting price to break previous high. That is what we're expecting. We're expecting price to break previous high, then this drop is what will be next. We'll be expecting a drop here. Are you saying that this is how the drop will look? Drop like this. we'll be expecting a drop here, and that particular drop, we're expecting it to break previous low. We're expecting it to break previous low, drop like this to break previous low. That is what we're expecting on Euro CAD. That is what we're expecting on Euro CAD. We're expecting drop to break previous low. This is Euro AUD. Now for Euro AUD, expect price to move up here, to move up. Expect price to move up either correctively like this, or just as an impulse, then continuation down. But as of now, what you should be focused on is this up move here, this up move. It can either come correctively, or it can just come as an impulse up like this, then continuation down here. That is what we have on Euro AUD. This is NZD USD. Now for NZD USD, you should expect a movement here. A movement here from where price is. You should expect price either to move like this up to around this level here. Then from here, we can be updating you on what's next. From here, we can be expecting this movement like this all the way down to this area. It can come impulsively, or it can come as a corrective structure like this. So that is what we are to expect on NZD USD. Expect a movement to this level here. This is USD JPY. For USD JPY, from here, we're expecting price to move up, breaking previous high, and then after it breaks previous high, we're expecting a drop, and this drop is expected to break this previous low all the way down to this area, breaking also this previous low here. Then from here, we can be updating you on what's next, but that's what we can expect on USD JPY. This is GBP CHF. GBP CHF, you can see how price is moving, all the way up to this area. Price is expected to push up to around this area here, then drop like this. That is what we're expecting on GBP CHF. We can expect price to move down up to this area, or slightly breaking this previous low, all the way down, breaking this previous low. From here, we can have price up, then down. That is what we have on GBP CHF. Now, why are we predicting this movement like this? Because in our strategies, we have templates to follow. When price gives such a structure, we know that price is about to give a down move. Now when price moves up to this certain area, we know that from here price is likely to give up, then down. That is what we have, and we have that as a template, and we follow our template. That is why we are giving this to you. Now remember, if you need to learn our powerful strategies, be sure to contact us and be part of our inner circle. Now let's move on to the next pair. This is CAD JPY. Now for CAD JPY, we're expecting price to move down, breaking previous low, and then up like this. Now that is what we have based on what price is doing. Price is giving us a movement that we are to expect a drop, breaking previous low and breaking this previous lows, then up like that. And this up move is expected to break this previous high. That is what we can expect on CAD JPY. This next week, you can be on the lookout for this drop here. You can wait for this drop and then catch this buy. If you know how to catch this sell, you can be able to catch this sell and then trade it accordingly. Then you can also look for an up move on CAD JPY. That is what we're expecting this next week. This is USD CHF, and for USD CHF, we're expecting a drop here. We're expecting price to break previous low, then we can have an up move. Just as we're expecting this previous week, we say that we're expecting price to complete its corrective structure. Now this previous weeks, we've been getting price completing its corrective structure. This next week, we can expect a drop, slightly breaking previous low, then we can expect an up move here. Now, one thing here to trade, if you don't know what is happening here and you can't trade this in the lower time frame, be sure to wait for this up move here. This is the easiest move that you'll be able to catch if you know how to look for entry. That is on USD CHF. You can be looking for a down move here, then an up move here. That is what we are to expect this next week. This is AUD NZD. Now for AUD NZD, from here, we're expecting price to get to this level, then we have an up move here like this. That is what we're expecting. We're expecting price to break previous high after this up move here. That is what we're expecting based on structure on AUD NZD. That is what we can give to you right now. We're expecting this drop, slightly breaking this previous low, then we can have this up move breaking previous high. This is GBP JPY, and from the look of price is more likely to move like this up to around this area, or just give a slight corrective structure, then impulsively up to this area. Then from here we can start looking for a drop. We can start looking for a drop here. That is what we are to expect on GBP JPY. We can expect a drop here like this. That is what we are to look out for this next week. This is Euro USD. Now remember, for Euro USD, from here we say that we'll be expecting an up move like this. This is what we say that we will be expecting, and you can see that that's exactly what we're getting. We're getting price moving up to this area. So this next week, be on the lookout. From here we can either get a pullback up to this area, or we can get a slight corrective structure before continuing up, but we're expecting price to continue higher. Keep in mind that from here, as price has gotten to this area, we can have price pivot like this. If you are in a buy, either from here or around this area, or just from here, just make sure to manage your trade, because from here we can have price pivoting and then continue higher like this. That is very possible. And then from here also, it's also very possible that price can continue like this. So manage your trade. If you are in a trade, you can manage it. If you are still holding, you can still hold, but just keep in mind that price can either pull back and then continue higher, or price from here can continue higher like this. But from here, around this area, this zone, we are expecting a drop, a pivot like this. We're expecting price to take a different route. So if you are in this buy, you can also wait for this sell. But if you missed this buy, you can also wait to catch this sell here. Just be on the lookout and don't miss this sell here on Euro USD. Previously on USD CAD, we made a forecast. We said that we're expecting price to complete its corrective structure, then continue lower. Now you can see that after getting this up move, we got a drop, then we got a corrective structure, then we got a drop here. Now this corrective structure, whatever corrective structure we're having here, it was just a small corrective structure. Now price is starting to pivot down. From here we have chances that we can have a small corrective structure, then price gives one more down move up to this area. So from this area, price is more likely to give an up move pivoting up like this. Then from this area, we can be giving you updates on what's next. We can be giving you updates on what's next. That is on USD CAD. Now this is gold. Now remember, on gold previously we said that we got a drop, we got an up, drop, up, and then from here around this area, from around this zone here, we say that we're expecting what? A drop, a pivot here like this, just a down move, breaking previous low, breaking previous low. That is what we're still expecting. We're still expecting that. Nothing has changed because structure is still intact. Price is just moving, correction, up, down, up, correction, up. Now even from here, structure is still intact. We're still expecting this drop here. We're still expecting this drop here. Now how to trade this drop here? You should have an entry strategy, and you should be able to confirm that at least this down up move is completed. But if you are part of our inner circle, you already understand to why we got this up move here. You already understand to why we got this up move, because of the templates in our inner circle. But right now here, we're still expecting this drop. We're still expecting this drop, and nothing has changed. That's on gold.